So what does it take to make it to the Super Bowl? Well, there's team effort, talent, and sweat, but there's also lights, camera, and action, and a strong dose of creativity. 5 finalists have been selected by Doritos and comic book superhero creator Stan Lee for this year's Crash the Super Bowl contest. It allows amateurs to create a commercial for the big game. This year it was open to entries from outside the U.S. for the first time. Among the finalists this year, Breakroom Ostrich, featuring a big bird outraged by his backstabbing office colleague. It was created by Eric Haviv of Atlanta, Georgia. Says he spent about $800 on the piece, filming for close to 8 hours in an office, and another on an actual ostrich farm in Sherrills Ford, North Carolina.
Well, obviously it was the ostrich, right?
In Cowboy Kid, an enterprising youngster uses his cowboy skills to snag Doritos from his big brother. It was created by Gill of Ladera Ranch, California. She says it cost about $5,000 to film over a single weekend. Now, since the dog and kids were mostly shot separately in front of green screens, no one was harmed in the making of this commercial. Time Machine is the brainchild of Ryan Thomas Andersen of Scottsdale, Arizona, and features another clever boy who cons a bag of chips from his neighbor.
Okay.
Yes.
Andersen says it cost only about $300 to make, and it features his own son and dog. When the neighbors asked him what he was doing when he was painting the cardboard box that became the Time Machine, they thought he was crazy. Then there's Office Thief, which features a confrontation with an office worker who may or may not have an addiction. Chris Capel of Valencia, California produced the piece for about $1,500, and he filmed it in about 6 hours. The most difficult parts, he says, were getting the cheese makeup and the mini Dorito bags falling out of the employees' pants just right.
Billy, use the cleaner.
Lastly, there's Finger Cleaner, conceived by Thomas Noakes of Sydney, Australia. It's the only finalist from outside the U.S.
Why only Doritos?
The whole shoot lasted close to 10 hours, and it cost the equivalent of about $6,500 US to make. And Mr. Noakes says that the scene with Jimmy's Dorito-flavored finger being licked took about 10 takes, which was awkward. All the finalists were invited to watch the Super Bowl on February 2nd from a luxury suite at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And the 2 winning entries will be revealed by airing them during the game. The entry with the most online votes wins first place and $1 million. The runner-up will be chosen by Doritos and takes home $50,000. What's more, the creators of both entries will have the chance to work on the set of Marvel's The Avengers: Age of Ultron.